Also, I spoke with my builder today about the issues with the trees and all that, and it was pretty much laughed off. Then I stormed over to my neighbor's house to ask him about what happened. Yes, I did that. I was upset, and I'm just now getting home from that. It went good. I mean, I was calm, collected, said what I need to say. I asked him because, you guys, there's so much more to the story. Just wait 1 second. All right, I'm back. There was stakes that were splitting up the properties to show whose were like whose, because they were just trying to sell all these properties, so they had them surveyed and staked so you kind of know what you're buying. Anyways, that stake got pulled a couple months back, and I'm like, okay, why would my neighbor pull the fucking stake? Like, that makes no sense. It was the day after he got his septic done, he pulled that stake. I'm like, oh, his septic's probably too close to my property. And I didn't do anything about it because I don't care that much. It doesn't affect me. I really don't care. Like, whatever. It can be too close to my property. Big deal. At least I don't think it affects me in any way. I didn't do anything about it. That was my suspicion, at least, is that's what was going on. But somebody took the fucking stake out, okay? I knock on the neighbor's door. And I'm like, hi, how are ya? Do you have a moment for a conversation? And he's like, oh yeah, come on in, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to go into his house because he's creepy. Okay, he's creepy. I didn't want to go in the house, and I did, against my better judgment. Don't come for me. I didn't get murdered, so that's good. But anyways, I walk in the door, and I'm like, hey, so, you know, I seen that stake was, you know, pulled out. I'm wondering if you pulled it out. He's like, no. I was wondering who did that. He said, oh, it must have been the guys out there taking out the trees and, you know, moving all the dirt around, heavy equipment. You know, it probably just got, you know. And I'm like, no, that didn't happen because that stake was pulled out months ago after you got your septic put in. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, I don't know when it was taken out. I don't know who took it out. I'm like, all right. And that was a lie. Like, I can just tell when somebody's lying. Like, you can just tell when people are lying, okay? Like, I'm like, dude, you took out the fucking stake. Like, be honest. I don't know why you did it, but you did. And you took it out. Anyways, that was a long time ago. So, anyways, the trees got cut down that my builder did not okay with me. And then I was like, what the hell, builder? And he's like, oh, the guy told me it was his property. And so we took him out for him. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay. And he didn't tell me anything about, like, the bills or, you know, who's paying for them. I didn't ask. And I should have, because I was like, oh, my God, I'm not paying for that guy's trees to be cut down if those are his trees, truly. But nobody really knows because that property line, they are literally right on the property line. I know because I remember where the fucking stake was. And I think I'm going to look through my pictures to see if I have a picture of it because I videotape fucking everything, okay? I'm going to know. And that brings me to another story where he said, oh, those trees were taken out all at the same time. No, they were not. They were not taken out at the same time because I went out there, I videotaped the whole fucking property. It's on my TikTok. Those trees were fucking there and now they're gone. And they had all the equipment out of there. So they came back to cut those trees down for him. So that's another lie. But anyways, he told me he was the most honest guy ever, and he truly thought those were his trees, and he thinks the property line is just a little bit over. He's like, I will confess, one of those trees were definitely on your property. And I'm like, okay,